Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Mozingo, and I am open for business. Feeling like this pretty soon. It's coming up. Just wanted to give you a little bit of an update on how things are going in the art room. Number one, you can absolutely feel that the weather is going to change, can't you? Because everybody's getting a little like this. So something that we've been doing this whole month, maybe you've heard about this, maybe you haven't, are these. This is part of the Character Strong, Purposeful with Empathy, focusing on empathy for this particular month. Last month it was responsibility. But when I catch someone, when I notice, when I observe, when I encounter kids that are showing empathy, I like to make a point of notice about that. So it says, we explain what empathy is, understanding the feelings of other people, and then I present it to a kid, and then I usually sign it down there. You might have seen some of these come home. You also might see these coming home. We are Minawashta. This is an opportunity for teachers at school for us to just write a little note about something that we notice about your kid doing particularly well in my art room, because I noticed that this was going so well, and they only give me so many, but bless that Mandy Matt kid, she gives me more. I've been running out of these, so I made one of my own, so I can just use it for every month. It's called this, You Are the Best. Blank did something wonderful today, and I had to let you know. Thank you for reminding me today how kindness can change somebody's day. You helped by, or you were kind by, and then thank you, gracias, Mrs. Mozingo. So this is something else I've been trying to get out. Now, I see kids for 48 minutes, 6-day cycles. So in that time, these are some of the other projects. Again, I noticed that kids are coming in and they're just super duper busy. So some of the normal projects that we've been working on, I'm actually putting a little bit of a pause on. I'll tell you about that in a second. So for example, fifth grade, we're working on small scale exercises. I find that this year, especially something about kids' attention span, just where kids are at socially, they need shorter chunked projects. So I've been doing small scale, like I want to work on this technique. I want to work on blending oil pastels here. Here we're starting to look at atmospheric perspective and trying to show lights and darks value. So that's at the 5th grade level. 4th grade, we're working on these clay landscapes, and again, we're painting them. So 5th, 4th, 3rd, working on cityscape silhouettes. And again, oil pastels, they're our frenemies. We love them, and they can be super duper messy, which makes them awesome, which is why we love them, right? 2nd grade, they are working on Wild Thing, but reflections. So getting them to think a little bit more deeply about, okay, what is it that I did really well? What's maybe one thing I can tweak on this? So getting them, again, to think a little bit more deeply, developmentally appropriate, of course. 1st grade, they are all about, we've been learning about Jan Brett's The Mitten. This is my mitten for my hand. And so we're creating patterns of texture on there. We're going to, after these are fired, this is at the greenware stage. So when these are done, in size, I write everybody's name on the back with their class code, fire it in the kiln, 24-hour cycle, bring them on out, and then we either watercolor or glaze them. But for some of the kiddos, and kindergarten right now, I'm just noticing that everybody's like up here. So sometimes I just scale it back a little bit and just focus on simple drawing exercises. So landscapes showing near and far. This is one kid example. With the older kids, when I notice they need a little bit of a chill out, I'm going to cover up this kid's name. We do something called Zen Tangles. Just as the name implies, we use marker, simple patterns, structured patterns. It's not doodling, structured patterns of line, shape, texture. And you can see this kid very well, did it very, very well. I'm going to cover up their name. We start by dividing the picture plane and putting structured patterns in each of those areas. This kid, phenomenal job. So what I'm noticing again, I almost feel like my job could be art therapy full time. It actually is art therapy full time. But in between all of this stuff, again, trying to catch kids doing really well. Those of you that are new to Minnewaska, that's how you probably know about kind of the ducky thing. I've started to upgrade people. Yep. Because sometimes when you've got a pattern, right, kind of upgrading a little bit. So I've started to upgrade to the gold ducks, if you can see those. I even now have some that have like different sorts of things like pirate hats. So those will come soon. But as we work on these projects, I also infuse getting kids to stop and think a little bit about big feelings. This being one of them, way past jealous, personal favorite. Okay, so when we see something good in another person, it doesn't mean we're bad. With a growth mindset, we want to be happy for another kid, right? That's a good, healthy way to respond. Here's another one, way past worried. A lot of kids that I see come to school are super worried about life. And I guess the beauty of my job is being able to see kids long term over several years, so I can see some of those ups and downs. Another thing, my new favorite book, I Hate Everyone. And in the beginning, again, lots of big feelings, but by the end, you just start to see that it's just hurt coming out sideways. This one, you know me, I'm a little bit of a word nerd, a bookworm for sure, but I love this sort of a book because we're talking about the thing, but it's not necessarily about them, it's about the kid. It's a little bit outside of themselves so they can kind of process it a little bit more. So that's the latest. I wish you all the best holiday and see you soon. Bye. Take care, everyone.